Number 1, any person or animal can win as long as they or it has appeared on Track Beat during the past year. That should narrow the field down somewhat. And number 2, Perfect-Division employees and their pets are not eligible.
Frank, we put that in because we were going to nominate you.
Oh, thanks a lot. Okay, Susie, let's get right to it. Winning the award for the best performance over a 3/8 of a mile course goes to Iko Evan. Shown here in the Wonderland Derby, number 5 Iko Evan not only wins this race, but he won the Lincoln American Derby 2 months later.
Best performance over 5/16 of a mile goes to He's My Man. Earlier in the show, we saw him win the Superstar Invitational from Oregon. He also was the track champion at Palm Beach, where he shattered a track record and won a stakes race. We have a dead heat for the 5th and 6th spot on our team. For best performance by a 2-ton racer, there's a tie between I'm Hip and Hip Hurrah. The Hippos were part of a very successful promotion at Seminole Greyhound Park in Central Florida. The race was as close as you can get for 2 hippos, that is. They were belly to belly right down to the wire as a photo finish was declared. The judges couldn't decide who won, mainly because they couldn't tell the two apart. Perhaps a rematch is in the making.
The award for Best Announcer goes to Ebro Stephen Crocodile Steele. This mate from Down Under played a major role in bringing a new starting box and launching pad to the United States, but he's best known for his great race calls.
Racing now, Scott Slazer was a little slow to move in too. Coming out quickly was no question, and on the outside now, Adams Ollie's Ace has gone to the front. On the outside there is Bilbo Il Jill as they go around the first turn now, and Adams Ollie's Ace has got the lead now, being grabbed by Scott Slazer. There's a gap then to no question. The outside, Bilbo Il Jill, Carwadon behind that one. Tees Ha Hasty couldn't possibly win. Westy there and Sandala, but on the turn now. And the 8 Greyhound, Adams Ollie's Ace, heads up in front. They're all over the shot. Adams Ollie's Ace, and no question, grabbing it. No. 8-5-1, maybe a photo.
The award for best interview cut short goes to Roy Berger, general manager at Dubuque Park in Iowa. Let's pick up the action in this exclusive interview we have with Mr. Berger at a racetrack operators convention in Arizona.
I think from a Greyhound person standpoint and a fan standpoint and a customer standpoint in Dubuque that we've far achieved anything that we could have ever imagined in our 3 years. So hopefully we get one more good year and maybe 2, and after that it's probably time to tighten up a little bit, and I still think things will be okay.
What are some of the things that... Can you sing to this?
If you would join me, I would love to, yes. Lowell's real good at this type of thing.
We can still hear you.
Maybe we can move a little closer to them.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty good ad-lib by the boss at Dubuque.
Yeah, we're going to have to get Roy an Actors Equity card. But the best ad-lib by a Greyhound came from Seabrook's Ivy May. Keep an eye on her as she breaks from the box number 8.
You're up. On the break. 6 on top, 3, 5 needs room, 1, 9, 7 bunched up, 2, 4, 8 sees it all, 6 on the lead, energy control to the turn on top, 8's down dog, turns around down the backside, 6 on top, 5, 3, 7 on the wide, 9, 1, 2, far bend they go, a 6 on top by a half, 5 the wide, 7's in the chase, and down the lane they come, 6 on the lead, 5, here's finish.
Well, Susie, this brings us to the moment we've all been waiting for, the naming of the captain of our 1988 Track Beat All-Universe team.
And the top spot goes to Oshkosh Racing. This star from the Thunderbird Kennel won 3 major stakes races covering both the 5/16 and 3/8 distances. His most impressive victory was this race, the Tampa Distance Classic. Our congratulations to Oshkosh Racing and all the rest of this year's winners.
And that does it for this edition of the Greyhound Track Beat, the sport's first and only national highlight show. I'm Frank Fort.
And I'm Susie Culver. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be looking for you again next time on the Track Beat. Goodbye.
So long.